Alright, time to make a let's play for the stupid people on the internet. Hey, how's it going, people? I'm playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines with the Clan Quest mod 1.2. And if you haven't played this game, there's something the fuck wrong with you, especially if you love either RPGs or vampires. If you love both like me, this game is just fucking golden. I am pissed that there's not a sequel in production. Anyway, I don't know how many times I've played through this game, but I always love it. Anyway, a new game starts with creating a new character. Would you like to answer a series of questions and go directly to the character sheet? You're going to find this out about me, but I'm kind of anal retentive about going through every line of dialogue possible, exploring everything I possibly can, and these kinds of questions, I like doing them too. Whereas if I waste time with crappy Facebook quizzes, it's just sort of like that. Would you like your character to be male or female? I'm going to go with male. Quick question for you guys. When you play a video game and you have an option to pick your gender, do you go with your gender or do you go with the opposite gender? And what is your gender? If there are any transsexuals out there, let me know. Because that'd be really interesting to know how you're playing. As you're walking home late at night, you hear footsteps, glance back, and suddenly realize someone is following you. Do you turn to confront them, duck behind a tree to lose them? Duck behind a tree. Like, you can turn and confront the guy, but for one, I'm kind of short, so I wouldn't fare too well in a fight. But yeah, like, what if the guy is just going in the same direction as me? And 'cause I've had that happen before. You know, it feels like someone's following you, and no, that they're just going in a very similar direction. It's kind of weird and creepy, but what are you gonna do? Turn around and say, "Why are you following me?" That'd be socially awkward. So, and if the guy wants to fight me, I don't really like to fight. So, if the guy really wants to fight me and he finds me behind the tree, then I can fight him then, and there's no big deal, no major difference, except I have a chance of not having to fight this douchebag. So I'm gonna go with number 2. A bouncer at the opening of an exclusive nightclub won't let you inside to party with all the beautiful people. Do you convince him you work for that director? You know who, and you'll bring him with you next time? Hide out by the back exit and wait for someone to leave, and slip in undetected. Bribe him. Everyone's got their price, and it's worth it to get to know the kinds of people inside. I would think that bouncer would beat the ever-loving fuck out of me if I went with number 2. And I'm not very persuasive in real life, so I'm going to go with number 3. An intruder has broken into your house, has entered the room. You have no choice but to confront them. Do you overpower and wrestle them to the ground, breaking as many bones as possible? Grab the heavy lamp next to your bed and smash their face in? Grab your gun and fire it into them? You keep one next to the bed for this very reason. I'll go with number 3. Like, who the hell wants to get into a physical fight? Who the hell wants to get that close to some guy breaking into your room, your apartment or whatever? That's kind of creepy. I'll just shoot the guy. Great, easy. While at a club, you spot your ex-roommate who skipped out after taking your stuff and leaving you with a stack of bills, who looks dead drunk. Do you call the cops? See you in court, buddy? Pfft. Yeah, that's totally gonna happen. I have total faith in cops' ability to protect my private property, or desire to. Grab him by the head and repeatedly bash his face into the bar. Yeah, I could get away with number 1, so I go with number 1. You're outbid at an auction for a macabre piece of art that you just must have. You know the collector who won it. You've even been to his house. Do you get a few drinks into him and later on persuade him to sell it to you? Hey, I'm drinking right now. That sounds like a plausible strategy. Wait until he leaves, find his spare key, and make it look like a robbery? No. And he'd find it later if he comes to my house. That's And I'm not a big fan of theft, anyway. Write an unflattering critique of the artist, get it published, and just wait for your friend to try and unload it. Number 3 is really roundabout, and there's no guarantee that would work. And then I just get made fun of having it in the first place. So I'm like, what the hell? I mean, I don't care. I'd still buy it because, you know, I think it's cool. But I'd have to deal with all these people laughing at me because of something I caused myself. So I'll go with number 1. Being a night person, you watch a lot of late night TV movies. 3 movies are on. Which do you watch? Fist of the Monkey King. A wire fu film that is with that scene where Wu beats 20 armed men with his bare hands. No, sounds boring. Sword of the Bushi, a Japanese film where a lone samurai cuts a path through a gang of Yakuza. Oh, that sounds like fun. Sergeant Murderstein 3, the cop that doesn't play by the rules, takes on the drug cartel that kidnapped his daughter with only his trusty 44 to back him up. I'll go with number 2. Yeah, I don't really like cop movies. Kind of dull. You're stuck in traffic after a concert and the guy behind you is laying on the horn. Your friends in the car are urging you to park the car and help them stick the horn where someplace uncomfortable. Do you get out, pull the guy out of his car, and put him in the hospital? No. If anything, I just try to piss him off some more, and then just drive away. Like, you know, if he really wants to track me down and fight me, then I guess I have my friends with me, so we're just gonna beat the shit out of him then anyway. But yeah, that just sounds like a really bad strategy, just to jump out and beat the shit out of the guy for being a dickhead. You know, he might even have a reason for being a dickhead. I don't know, but I like being a dick back. So, but I'm not that much of a dick. I'm not a big fan of physical fights. Talk your friends down. You don't need a lawsuit or jail time. Yeah, I'll go with number 2. You want to turn this first date into a second one. How do you do it? Look at me. I mean, who wouldn't want another dose of this? 2, intelligent conversation, the right wine, ordering in the language of the ethnic food. I guess I'll go with number 2, but I'm kind of quirky in that I like to pretend I don't understand how to pronounce things that are foreign. It's yeah, I enjoy being that dickhead. I have a lot of fun laughing at how pissed off people get at me. But not overtly, because then that would ruin the fun. I'd like to subtly annoy people that are pretentious douchebags. So, and if I was dating someone, you know, I want them to be of a similar mindset. Like, if I was dating someone that pretentious, wouldn't work anyway. We'll go with number 2 though. I'm not the prettiest of individuals. You hear a noise in the middle of the night and decide to investigate. Do you grab the metal bat under your bed, the gun in the nightstand? I'll go with the gun. Fuck the bat. I've got a gun. The world's a cruel and unforgiving place, but you've gotten by so far. Why? It may be cruel for you, but for me it's hilarious. Or because I keep it a secret. You have no idea the truths I've learned. I'll go with hilarious. Yeah, the world's a harsh place. Yeah, I know all this crap, but I like living. I like being occupied by stuff. I like all the runnings arounds of humans. I like being alive. I like the world. Where the hell else would I want to live? You know, heaven so I can sit around and play a harp all day? Boring. I'll go with number 1. Yes, I've been embraced by the Malkavian clan. Inflicted with insanity, Malkavians use their madness to provide them with surprising and sometimes disturbing insights. The inner voice may tell them of someone's true intent, or it may betray them completely. Interesting. I'm going to go with do not show help text. Thank you. Actually, I want that. Do I want that now? No. I want to get Obfuscate 2. Move while crouched. Yes, that's going to be really useful right away. Knowledge is 3. I'm an experience point Nazi, but this I've got to get every last experience point. So, yeah, I make sure I'll max out. This one is... Because, like, 1 is 6 experience points at level 3. Or these are all 6 experience points at level 3, I think. And 3 at first 2 levels, so... Scholarship, I get to do research for free and persuasion. As I mentioned, I'm a dialogue junkie, so yeah. I'm gonna put this up for dodge. Security. Yeah, I think I'll give this guy security so I can unlock things. Alright, seduction, haggle, persuasion. Oh, give me persuasion 5, that's good. Okay, wits. That's hacking is really important too, and this gives me a defense of 4. So I'm pretty tough, but I'm weak as a kitten. That'll change pretty quickly though. So yeah, I'll go with this. Level 37. No, last night when I tried this review for the second time, and as the moron that I am, I forgot to hit record on the audio. It was actually 12:37 right then when I got to that scene. It was really freaky. Oh God, I've got one of those ear extending earrings. God, they suck. Every time I see one of those people with a earlobe expander, whatever the hell they're called, a gauge, I guess, I want to take like a shirt out of my closet with the coat hanger on it and hang a few shirts from that thing, just to see their reaction. That'd probably provoke a fight, so I wouldn't do that. But I really want to, damn it. Like, if I was like 2 feet taller and full of muscles, I'd do that. These things are fucking ridiculous.
Good evening.
Whoever is like Emperor of the World or something.
My apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence,
what?
Have been broken.
Did you hear that guy?
As Prince,
I didn't hear that guy.
I am in my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let
Forgive me?
Commence.
Why the hell would you say that to someone you're just about to execute pretty much arbitrarily?
Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny.
It's not like it's going to matter at that point.
Most children are doomed to walk the earth
never
never knowing their place,
Yeah,
their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that this is bullshit! If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish, I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the way